علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا إنك سميع مجيب الدعاء. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. If I can ask all of you to open the program, because I need you to read the hikam al-ata'iyya, as some of you may be with me in the first session. It's something you can never read as a bedtime story. You really have to focus when you read them, whether in Arabic or even in English, because he is much deeper than the thoughts are way deeper than as you are reading it. So if I can ask everyone, open the program. So as I'm reading it with you, this one I did not prepare slides because it is more practical and also because of the shorter time. So what is he saying? The following: متى أوحشك من خلقه فاعلم أنه يريد أن يفتح لك باب الأنس به. This is the first part. ومتى أطلق لسانك بالطلب فاعلم أنه يريد أن يعطيك. It's an amazing concept. There's two completely separate concepts here. This hikmah is between you and me. The first part is between people. Second part is between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So understand this so you know. So what is he saying? He's saying the message, or let me translate it first. When he makes you feel spiritually lonely among his creation, know that, yaqeen, certainty, know that he wants to open the door of intimacy with him for you. And the second part, when he make you able to make the du'a, here translates loosens your tongue in supplication, making du'a, know that he wants to give it to you. I'll start with the first one, because the first one, many people, it's very difficult to understand. This is what he's telling you. When all the world turn against you, when you start feeling you don't belong, when you start feeling that your close friends when you were younger, there's not much common between you and them anymore. When you sometimes feel lonely in this dunya, this is what he's saying. Know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has removed the people from your heart. Remember, for those of you who attended the first one I did, the attachments, when he removed the attachments of people from your life, most of us get sad, sick, emotionally deprived. Why? I'm lonely. Because we don't know how Allah operates. He removes people from your life. And I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about they could be still with you, but you're not attached to them anymore. Because he is emptying your heart from people so he can enter. Did you understand what I'm saying? And if you understand this in your life and you live it, you will be the happiest person. So when you suddenly find out that when you are, let's say, in Eid gathering, and literally you feel lonely, you feel you don't belong. Are you with me? Don't feel sad. You need to be very happy. However, provided that you are a servant of Allah that is pleasing to Allah. Not you are a stranger because everybody else got up for salah and you are not, or everybody's talking about things that you don't want to talk about. This is when you are an Allah obedient servant. Let's take it age by age. When you are the only girl in that class in college, and you are the only one who dress properly, wear your hijab, don't do what all the college students does. If you are the only young man in that class, don't have the girlfriend, don't have a happy hour on Friday, you feel completely stranger. Know that he surrounded you with that. So you take them out of your heart so he can enter. The question for you and me all, which one you want? The decision is yours and mine. We feel sad, I'm lonely, I want to have friends, I want to fit in. Don't fit in. Let him fit in your heart. This is what he is saying. So you always, and there's one of the beautiful du'a, it's also from a hikmah, Allahumma tahhar qalbi mimma siwak. Ya Allah, purify my heart. Literally clean or cleanse my heart from anything but you. Did you see how deep is this? If we look to our life from this lens, anyone leaves, know that is good for you. Even if you don't see the goodness at the moment. It takes time. I mean, it's not like right away, Allah removes somebody, he's coming. It will take time. Sometimes immediately, but most of the time will take time. Because one of the main distractions, as I said in the morning, because all these hikam are related. The number one distraction for us as human beings is human beings. We're sad because someone said this. I'm happy because somebody praised me. I'm depressed because someone left me. Am I right? Look at the reason around us is people. But if people for me, Allah bring them and Allah takes them out, then I am connected with Him. He brought them, alhamdulillah. He took them, alhamdulillah. This is how the Sahaba lived. This is why, like when you read their stories, if we apply it here, it's beyond us. But they lived it. And Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas, when his mother said, I am not going to eat till you come back from this craziness, he looked at her and says, Wallahi, if you have 7 lives, and I see you die in front of my eyes 7 times, I'm not changing. Who's this? What is this? Because they are connected with the source. And that's what he is telling you. Sometimes Allah bring us back to Him by force. And may Allah not bring us back to Him by force. May Allah bring us back to Him by seeing His blessings around us. But sometimes, unfortunately, we human beings need that. I will say need that. It's like your child will not know your value as parents till he or she goes to college. Then they call you and says, Mom, I miss your food. Mom, I'm bringing my laundry. You know how it is. And they were complaining A to Z when they were with you. Subhanallah. And our relationship with Allah is exalted, but it is like parents and children, we don't understand why He's saying this or doing this. Till then we learned it. Sometimes we learn it the hard way, and we don't want that. So know that, and this is actually, if you look around, the people who are really connected with Allah, they prefer to stay alone than being with people. And part of the path to go to Allah, one of the path of tazkiyah, has to be khalwa. You have to have your own time with Allah. I'm not talking khalwa, you're going to pack and go on a mountain alone. This is not us. But I'm talking about everybody in this room can do it. 5-10 minutes every morning. You just sit down on that sajjada and just do your adhkar. And just feel it. You can do in the morning because of the rat race and everybody is getting whatever, fine. If you are not a working woman outside, then it is when the house is quiet. The day you are off, the weekend, there's always time if we want. Before you go to bed, if you're a night person, definitely before Fajr. That khalwa time, retreat, look at the Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam. How many months he was in, as we all know, in the cave of Hira, before he was a prophet. He put him out of dunya, the attachment. So ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he used to say, حُبِّبَتْ إِلَيَّ الْخَلْوَةِ, I start to love being alone. If you start loving to be alone, I'm not saying you're depressed, you have to really differentiate. This is spirituality. That I am with people but I'm not with them. Then he is literally cleaning the heart, so he comes. And how do you know he's there? When you start enjoying your salah, I'm not talking about 100% khushu'. This is very difficult. But I'm talking about you enjoy His presence, you enjoy working for Allah, you enjoy serving Him, you enjoy reading Quran, reading, not listening. Because reading is harder on our nafs. Then know that He start choosing you. The second one is very beautiful, and this is our daily life. If He will أطلق لسانك, if you are able to raise your hand and ask Him, know that He already answered. Meaning, so every time I raise my hand, خلاص, done? Yes or no? You're sleeping. Yes or no? When I raised my hand and I asked, why no? Allah said, قَالَ رَبُّكُمْ ادْعُونِي أَسْتَجِبْ لَكُمْ. My Lord said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, call upon me, I will answer. Why you said no correctly? So don't change your answer. Why? Because He said, أطلق لسانك. You have to know, Imam Ibn Ata, when he used words, remember I told you in the morning, they said if Allah allowed anything to be said in salah, outside Quran, it would have been the hikam. أطلق, meaning your tongue is free. You know when you're in dire need? When you are in dire need, you have that exam tomorrow, you have that interview tomorrow, you have this test result, medical test result tomorrow, and you raised your hand and you asked Allah, what is going to come out of your mouth? أطلق لسانك. Meaning if you are in that state, because du'a is not raising my hand, it's one of the sunnahs of it, yes. But it is the state of your heart. وَعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَسْتَجِيبُ دُعَاءَ قَلْبٍ غَافِلٍ. Allah will not respond to the heart of somebody who is heedless. I'm raising my hand and my brain somewhere else, my mind somewhere else. I'm raising my hand and I'm looking at everybody. Versus, the words doesn't come out of your mouth because you're overwhelmed with emotions. Know that it's already given. It's done. Sayyidina Umar, he always used to say, أنا لا أحمل هم الاستجابة ولكني أحمل هم الدعاء. I'm not worried about Allah responding to me, but I worry about me being the right state of dua. So when you are feeling it, especially if your tongue doesn't start saying things anymore, like you tell Allah, you know what I want, or you are in your sujood, and when you are especially emotional and crying, know this is done. Time is only in Allah's hand, doesn't mean right now. So what He is trying to tell us, that train yourself to be in the right state of dua, one. And second, don't you ever say, and I hear this constantly, I've been making this dua and He's not answering. Do you have this? Do you have this? Whatever it is, small or big, it doesn't matter. Nothing is small for Allah. But it's not happening. Number one, were you in the right state? Did you fulfill the requirements of dua? Second, did you disobey Allah before you raised your hand? How He is going to answer? You know this? مطعمه حرام ومشربه حرام وغذي بالحرام أنى يستجاب له. He dresses with haram and he eats with haram and drinks with haram. How Allah will respond? So one of the prerequisition for the dua to be responded, remove the haram from your life. We said this also in the morning. And again, I'm going to say, just in case some of you were not here, the haram became so normal. That's when we say it is haram, everybody looks at me. I was like, what is this? The dress code, the speech, backbiting, foul language. I had a 14-year-old. SubhanAllah, you learn a lot from the youth when you talk to them. And they looked at me and says, foul language, haram? The way I'm speaking. And I said, of course. He said, عليه الصلاة والسلام, ليس المؤمن بطعان ولا لعان ولا فاحش ولا بذيء اللسان ولا صخاب في الأسواق. The believer is not speaks immorality, speaks foul language. And the youth were looking at me as if I'm speaking French to them. One of the girls raised her hand, says, but I'm in public school, there is 1,000 students. Everybody say foul language. Then she looked at me and says, including the Muslims. SubhanAllah, teach your kids. They are extremely challenged out there. So remove sins, watching TV. End of the day, everybody is on the couch watching what? Then you come and say, my du'a is not. You remove the hinder, I call it. وَعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَحُولُ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَقَلْبِهِ. Know that Allah can put a barrier between him and your heart. Remove the sins. Then bring the right requirement. You know, when a kid wants something from his mom, what does he say? Hug her, I love you, I love you, I love you. What do you want? We usually say this. Yes, praise Allah, send salat ala Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, bring your heart. Use the du'a of Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam if you know. If you don't, just say it. And ask Allah, this is the best thing I've ever taught. When you ask Allah, think of yourself alone in the middle of the ocean. You don't know how to swim. It's in the middle of the night and you're holding to a piece of wood. How you will ask Allah to save you. That's it. If He brought this, if you can do this, and then He opened your tongue to ask, khayri dunya wal akhirah, from the best of the dunya, best of the akhirah, no, it is given. So two things. When Allah removes people from your heart, don't say I'm lonely, say I am with Him. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not answering the dua, then know there is an obstacle in general, or it could be He's saving it for you in the akhirah, or He's removing harm from you and He didn't give it to you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from those people that He empties our hearts from anything but Him, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from those who He always respond to their dua. Jazakumullahu khairan, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk, sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi tasliman kathira.